Hello everyone, it's I'm McLeod and today is BANLIST day. Remember in my video yesterday when I said the ban list would be tomorrow? And today is tomorrow. I'm what you might call a seer that can see into the very near future. And thus I predict that this ban list will actually not be disappointing. There are 4 things I'm looking forward to being hit. In order of relevance, I'm gonna say Hero, Salamangreat are the top 2 decks that need to get serious hits, both in terms of cards and in terms of skills, in order to bring them down a notch. Also, Predaplants and Lyrillus. Predaplant can just accrue so much advantage during the course of a duel and has access to a free kaiju, and I would like to see those aspects nerfed a little bit, especially considering we are getting a new Predaplant skill that is much weaker than Starving Venom Invasion, which in turn leads me to think that Starving Venom Invasion is getting nerfed. And Lyrillus as the card that says, you take no damage this turn. Also, I can't be targeted because I use Cobalt Sparrow's material, which kind of annoying and really splashable in other decks too. So, looking for these 4 decks to get nerfed. Also, Imitation Ban, please. Let's get into it. So, implemented on March 7th, which, sure, I'm okay with that. Imitation Ban, there we go. It's right out the gate, Imitation Ban is so good for the elf of the format. This is an anime exclusive card, right? That they printed into Duel Links for no reason whatsoever, as being used for nothing but FTKs, and nobody is gonna miss it. Good riddance. I'm so glad to see Imitation gone. Right under, we can see Salamangreat Foul being limited once so that it conflicts with Gazelle. Foul is the card that you would use with the skill going second in order to lock your opponent back row, especially considering it can send itself, which pretty insane, and its effect is not in fact once per turn, which, Jesus Christ, they really gave us a skill. I mean, the skill is the biggest issue, but they really gave us a skill that said you can put any Salamangreat monster on your field and we're not going to ask questions about it, and they thought it'd be okay. Sure, that's a good hit. Oh, and then we're straight to limited 3. Straighters being limited 3 was a probably long time coming change. Now that's a free-to-play card. Hey! You can't play limited 3 staples anymore, including Necro card now, which some variants of the hero deck also run in order to blank some battle phases. And, of course, the classic limited 3 staples trio of they can play IDP, but they can't play, in fact, Lost Wind and Compulse. So, good change, good change. Liquid Soldier! Oh my god, this is Christmas. Great! This needed to happen. Liquid Soldier was... I complained about this card all the way back in 2022 when Favorite Duel was the best hero variant that just had insane draw power because of this card. It's a good riddance. I'm so happy to see it put in the list alongside Traders. I think this is a huge nerf for the hero deck. But also incentivizes you to get 3 copies of E-Call rather, in order to maintain a decent semblance of consistency. But I'm not gonna do that because I hate this deck. No longer on the list. Wait, that's it for the hits? So no Hydra, no Lyrillus cards, 1 Salamangreat card. We're not even putting any Salamangreat cards on limited 3. I mean, Circle's already there, but a lot of lists don't even play Circle. Mekaba is being moved so that you can play Casitus in Invoked. Not a fan of this change, but I just don't like Invoked. That's my Invoked bias. I'm not sure if this is going to actually do anything, although there's definitely the potential for like a Shadow Invoked list that plays... What would be your limit 1 of choice? Super Poly? Casitus? Is that even a good water attribute Shadow monster for you to use Casitus with? I don't know. Mech Knight Purple Nightfall. Hey, we are freeing old cards. So hoping for some Infernoids being freed as well. Please, Konami. And this guy used to be limited 3 alongside the spell. Spell's no longer limited 3. Purple Nightfall no longer limited 3. Still a really good card. Maybe you can now play Invoked Mech Knight. Now I think about it, maybe that's a deck, because that was a deck that actually saw play in the TCG. Maybe the conditions are now met for you to also be able to play this deck in Duel Links. Because you normal summon Alistair, link into the Magius Link 1, set a card, make your Mech Knight stuff and then Invocation, right? Yeah, that seems like a good line of play. Although I could be wrong. Terrors of the Roots. Hey, that's a still selection box exclusive, former limited 3 staple that saw 0 play whatsoever. Has this card actually been released in Duel Links? I don't think so. I think it's still a selection box exclusive. Cyberlift Fusion. Hey, Cyber Dragons. W, am I right? Cyber Dragons, a deck that has done nothing in the previous or current metagame because Predator Plants exist and then Hero existed. So I don't know if this change helps. And my webcam is bugging out. Okay, it stopped bugging out. I don't think this actually does anything. Scrap Recycler. Orcus enjoyers rejoice. We finally got Scrap Recycler freed, so we finally have a normal summon that we can use for our deck. I don't think this is also impactful. Then again, Orcus always has the potential to be a decent rogue-ish option, so definitely a change I welcome though. Invoke Casitas. This card's limitation will be removed when it has become clear that Duel Links are able to counter it. Yeah, that is true. That is true. There are so many other ways to, there are so many ways, simply put, to deal with Casitas in the Year of Our Lord 2025 that it is not as big an issue as it used to be. I still don't like this card at all, but you can no longer just Casitas pass and hope that it single-handedly wins you the duel. So I'm fine with that. True Draco Apocalypse, that's the end of the changes. Oh, there are some Rush Duel changes, I sure look forward to them. I don't. True Draco Apocalypse. Yeah, sure, True Draco is also a deck that does absolutely nothing in the current metagame. That's fine. No Infernoid changes, Konami. What the heck? Rush Duel, there are currently no changes. Okay, well. Okay, so a tiny bit disappointed. Hero seems to have gotten most of the nerfs, which, sure, but if you only nerf Hero, you're leaving a potential tier 1, soul tier 1 contender in the form of Salamangreat, which, despite losing Foul, is still pretty powerful, I would assume. Maybe the scale changes take care of that. Maybe the scale changes will take care of that. But before we get to the scale changes, I will invite you to like this video if you do like it, and comment what you think about this ban list in specific. And of course, subscribe so that you don't miss more videos where my webcam goes absolutely haywire for absolutely no reason. So, skill rebalancing, let's go. Hieratic Dragon Dawn, Winter Bell Actor, that's it. These are the only 2 skills we're touching up on? Okay, so instead of being neutral in value, it's a +1. Gotcha. I don't think that helps Erratic much, but you do you. The webcam is doing its thing again. It is dissatisfied. Maybe it's because of my mouse, actually. Because I recently changed mouse. Because middle click no longer work. Nobody cares about that. Okay, so Winter Snowbell, Wind Witch Chimes. Okay, so we're also changing this to be a +1 instead of a neutral 0. Alright, these are welcome skill changes, but not the one that this meta needed. Stung Venom Invasion is an issue. Libera's Bird Arming, that's not actually an issue. That's not actually an issue. Dragonic Contact, still an issue. Soul Burning Link, still an issue. And we're not addressing any of these skills. That doesn't sound really fun, you know? Rainbow Neos can still be used and abused by non-hero decks, especially Predator Plants that can search for Neos Fusion. This ban list is not actually great. This ban list is actually kind of disappointing. What did the top 100 of the KCC look like? I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna check on DLM. Yeah, looking at the top 100 deck lists, not all of them have been uploaded, but a Lord Life Barrier seems to be very present here in Salad and Hero. Nothing was done to address that, or Rainbow Life, which are 2 cards that probably need to be moved to Limited 1 also. This ban list actually fails to address any deck that's not called Hero. And sure, Salamangreat loses free back row lock, but let's say weak ban list. That is a ban list that does very little to address most of the top decks. That does address hero in the sense where they lose a tiny bit in consistency, but then again you can probably play 2 Stratus, 1 Liquid, play 3 E-Calls, and still have a rather consistent deck to be playing, although you still lose access to limit 3 staples, but a lot of these lists aren't even playing limited 3 staples. Yeah, really disappointed in this ban list. It actually fails to adjust for how polarizing this metagame has become, and leaves room for a potential uncontested tier 1 deck to dominate further until we get a new main box with a new broken skill. But yep, that's Yu-Gi-Oh, I guess. Inferno is one trade because Konami hates me, but Imitation was banned, so this is overall a net positive rather than a net negative, although it is only slightly positive because we've done very little to actually take care of the top decks out there, you know? Like, Cyber Dragons isn't going to become playable just because you freed Cyberblade Fusion. You needed to do something to Predator Plants and to Hero, or else Hydra and Super Poly are still going to ruin your day as a Cyber Dragon player. I'm looking forward to Invoked Mech Knight though. I think that's going to be a somewhat interesting deck. I think I only have 2 copies of Purple Nightfall. Shit. I'm going to have to get a 3rd. But yeah, these are going to be my ban list impression. Disappointed. I guess I'm just disappointed. I was expecting a lot more than this, and not even the bare minimum was done. So I don't think the format is going to be all that much better. Because if you replace Hero on ladder with Salamangreat, you still have a really bonkers deck that dominates every other deck out there. And only really loses to the timer, which is a shame. But what did you think of this ban list? Did you enjoy it? Did you also think it was not enough? Were you also disappointed like me? Let me know in the comments of this video. And thank you for watching this video, by the way. I really appreciate it. If you'd like to support me further, may I direct you to my Ko-fi page, which you can find in the description of this video, where you can make a one-time donation or a monthly pledge. I will now take the time to thank all of my Ko-fi donators without any hate whatsoever. Dingust, Owdish Boy Zero, Jimmy, Xenia, Yannick, Mark Lou, Fortunillo 16, Seal, The Abyssactor Guru, Orc Price, and Exorcist. Thank you all for the support and for dealing with my terrible memory. Take care, everyone. Have a good rest of the day, and I will see you all next time.